Stanley to throw off the play fake. Good protection, and he'll just throw that one away.
See more of this year from Nate Stanley. Changing plays at the line of scrimmage, pointing out the Mike linebacker for protections.
Stanley zips one across the middle. It is indeed T.J. Hockenson remaining on his feet. The football comes out. It's still loose, and it's recovered by Nate.
T.J. Hockenson has become a huge weapon for Nate Stanley. Running seam routes. See, he's fighting for extra yards. See if he went down. His knee was down here before the ball came out.
32-yard play.
Yes. Recovered by Weeding. Definitely a fumble.
Injured Nittany Lion. Jonathan Sutherland getting his first start. The injury allowed them extra time to get the play in that they wanted to. We're only a minute and a half in. On the ground, Ivory Kelly Martin, with everyone expecting a pass. He's down.
Or don't overthink yourself either.
Second down and 5. Send Smith-Marset in motion and give him the football. On the jet sweep, making some people miss. He's taken down by a Kelly in there. And it's Kelly. Martin doesn't get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal, inside the 5. Gets pressure from the outside. Hit as he throws, and it falls.
The last play, that's how well Iowa played in that game.
Excellent field position for Iowa to start. Stanley trying to float one out there. And 5. Number 37 of Penn State. On the ground, it's Kelly. Martin goes flying. That ball came out short from Kelly. And it's first down and 10. Number 24, Penn State. Second man through. Second down and 7. Number 21. Stanley able to get rid of it. Off to Hockenson, and he leaps a defender. And he's down at the 10. For Nick Scott.
It's a big-time play from Nate Stanley, knowing he's going to have pressure from the outside. Sharif Miller in his face. But look at the athleticism of T.J. Hockenson. This is one of the more underrated players in all of college football. Not a lot of people know about him. Just a sophomore, but one of the most athletic players on this Iowa team.
Mekhi Sargent has checked in now in the backfield. They fake it to him. Here's Stanley rolling to his right. And he's throwing Stanley, barking it out. Has time. And zips it in there.
Find a great pocket for Nate Stanley. Watch this protection here. If he had a little bit more time and waited a little bit longer, Levy, there was an opportunity that in the back of the end zone, receiver coming wide open easily. Again.
4th down and goal. That's Racinos, the kicker, in the bottom of the screen. It's Rastetter, the punter, throwing it. It's caught. That's been a big part of that, having the lead. They stalled out the last time, had to settle. On the ground, Kelly Martin working back, and her son. Penn State still trails 12-7 as we open up quarter number 2. Steve Levy, Brian Greasy, and Todd McShay. Nate Stanley in trouble. For Iowa, Torn Young. On the ground, fired up. Second down and 5. Coaching midfield. Stanley able to get it out of that pocket to Nick Easley. Behind Kelly, the fullback. Stanley still got it. Gonna throw, had a man wide open.
I'll tell you what it takes to make a fake like this. Watch Stanley. He's holding the ball. He's not looking behind him. That's like the bullfighter waiting for the bull to come out of the ring, okay? And sometimes you turn around, a guy's so wide open, you try to throw a perfect pass, and you overthrow him. You got to take a little. He looked at me, he said, "Do you really want me to do it?" I said, "Yeah," and he did it. It's pretty good.
We should have had a camera and a microphone there. Here's Stanley to throw. 3rd penalty against Iowa. They were not flagged a single time a week ago. First time since 2006 that happened. Here's Stanley in trouble, trying to get out of there, and he can't. His 150th win at Iowa today. A special guy in his 20th season as head coach. Here's Torrin Young leading across.
85, 20 years, and now 20 years for Coach Ferentz.
Here's Stanley to throw on 2nd and 9. Throw into an area. It's occupied by Penn State's John Reed. Reed cutting across the field. And he won't get to the end zone.
For Penn State to identify what formation and call their defenses because of that huddle.
Sargent again. He'll be stopped for a loss.
Now in this different set, there's 2 tight ends lined up here. They're not attached to the formation.
Stanley throwing. Excellent timeout left. On the ground, a Sargent. He's spun around.
Noah Fant has been quiet in this game so far.
Hockenson's made some noise. 3rd and 4. Out of the timeout. Quarterbacks must love 1st and 5. Lots to do. Here's Stanley. Sort of slings it out there. Sidearm to Brandon Smith. Just across midfield.
If I'm Iowa, trying to find Hockenson.
Penn State fakes the blitz. And now it's the crossing underneath to Easley. And Sargent going to be thrown down for a loss. One has been focusing on for Penn State in those 3-game stretches at Michigan and home to Wisconsin. They're great, but you got to win the first game, and that is here.
Their most explosive player, they got to get him involved in the second half.
On the ground to Mekhi Sargent. He's got the first down. He'll stay on his feet. And an as well. 1st down and 10, approaching midfield now. Not this time. Sargent's going to be 6 tackles for loss so far by this Penn State defense. Here's 2nd and 14. Stanley trying to set up the screen and overshots, having rushed for 189 more yards this season already than all of last season. And he's piling up the numbers. Here's Sargent now trying to get 1st down yard. Out of the 35. It's Sargent again, picking his hole, staying on his feet, and he will be thrust forward for another.
Hockenson made it look like he was looking for the adjustment.
Getting away with 2 on the play clock. It's Sargent again. Now checks in. He's behind Austin Kelly, the fullback. And they give it to Young. Back to the line of scrimmage. And nothing else doing there. 3rd down. It's college hockey hashtag. And a sign for John Butchergrass, our pal. So, fun time hat. Pagula Ice Arena is gorgeous. Sargent stopped by Sharif Miller. 3rd down. Stanley is swallowed. Home, Dad. Are you kidding? That's the best thing I've seen all season. She should be getting paid for that. Somebody out there with a record contract, if you will. 4 minutes to go. 3rd quarter action. Penn State by 10. On the ground. 3rd and 10. This would be a good point to do that. Stanley cocks and fires and finds Brandon Smith. Excellent. Ball out of the 36. Sargent was nearly tripped up on 1st. Bit of a draw to Sargent. Maybe a yard on the play.
Learning how to get off a press.
Here's Stanley. Had the pump and then went off that. Stanley from his end zone throws across the middle. It's Hockenson. Wide open.
That hurts any time, but when it's cold and wet out, it hurts even worse.
Play fake. Stanley going to be hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. Stanley throwing, yeah, there it is, that same play. It's Noah Fant. He was their leading receiver coming in terms of receptions. Hockenson had 1 more receiving yard, and he's wide open there. And Stanley.
You control your own destiny in the 4th quarter on the road. You got to make that play.
Down 10 with the football. Again, a little low that time. Again, Stanley skips it. The Iowa offense has accounted for 2 field goals. Otherwise, it's been all defense and special teams for the Hawkeyes. Here's Stanley throwing underneath and completing to Noah Fant. And he's got the first.
So they've got to continue to find ways to get him off the line of scrimmage free.
First down and 10. Underneath. It's Fant against play. 6:45 to go in the 4th. Stanley. Again, it's Noah Fant. Rankings are close. Under 5 to go. Good one from Happy Valley. Fumble snap by Stanley. Able to recover. And he'll throw it out of bounds. More important things on the line here. Stanley, pressure right up the middle. Hit as he throws. And that's Fant in the slot. Fant wasn't ready. Fant didn't see him going to snap the ball, and it's picked off. Nick Scott. 2 times in a 3-snap span. 77 yards in front of Iowa for what would be a thrilling win. From their own 45. Stanley throws, and it is caught in with a jersey and pants full of mud.
Wow.
It's a gain of 18. Grease, he was so far into the bench, there's no way the officials could know if he hung on to that football.
Wow, the ball.
The ruling on the field of a catch is